Hi, everyone. Hope you're all doing well and having a wonderful week. Had a good holiday weekend. Let me go through the chat real quick and say hello. All right. Hey, mother of three, sweetie darling, Marilyn, Aries Wanderer, Giselle, butterflies are free. Hey, Sid, Zach, Sheila. All right. Got a couple questions start already. All right. And if you could all do me a favor too, and please hit that thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and make sure you also click on that notification bell just so that you know when I'm going live or when I put stuff out on my community board. Hi, April, Anna, Patricia, Christy, Mimi. Hello, everyone. Hey, Libra lady. All right, so we're going to do some politics, current event stuff. If you all have any questions, you can send them in all caps with a couple emojis to try to catch my attention. Hey, Nancy, Prince Charming's mom, Sanel, V. Perez, Susie. Hey, Sunnydell, Joanne. Well, I hope you're doing well, Susie. Recovering well. Lots of healing energy for your recovery. Hi, Chris, Nikki, Paulette. All right. Yeah, September's going to be crazy. Good point, sweetie darling Lulu. You know, I very rarely get dates, but I'm feeling with things with Trump really ramping up this month. I feel like there's going to be more stuff in the news this week, but I feel like next week, and my guides told me the 13th. Like, I think that that's like that tower moment that everybody's been feeling for September for Trump. So, at least around the 13th, I feel like it's sometime next week. Everybody's so sweet. All right, we can look at that. Oh, you heard the 15th. Well, I'm feeling the 13th. I feel like it's around there. Like I said, I very rarely get dates. So we can definitely throw on that too, just to see if we can get anything more. Yep, we got to look at that. The DOJ is appealing. You know, I just feel intuitively Garland's not messing around. I think it's pretty clear that Trump was shopping for judges for this. I mean, he didn't even go back to who approved the search warrant. So clearly he wanted one that he bought and paid for. He got her that position. So I just feel like I don't think that she really has she can't stop this. I think she's trying to slow things down. That's Trump's goal in this. But I don't know if they can appeal it or do something in DC where they're located. Um, but I don't think that this is going to slow things down. I get that it's not going to slow down. And I've said for a few months now, I had a vision of Trump being arrested. If I felt like an airport, he was handcuffed and led to a black SUV. I just heard another reader say that they had a similar vision, but I've been saying that for a while, ever since the raid. And I feel like it's about to hit here soon. They're not going to be able to slow this down. All right, we can look at that nearby. Yeah, so I don't want you guys to worry. Yeah, the tower's coming soon. Definitely coming soon, Gail. All right, everyone. So I have a couple questions, so I'm going to go ahead and get started and try to keep up with the chat. All right. Right, Joanne. I don't know, Anne. I think it might be before midterms. I don't. I feel like Garland's done playing around. He's got a plan. It's not going to be slowed down like Trump wants. All right. So, sweetie, darling Lulu says, um, Jared had his second thyroid surgery. How sick is he? You know, when I tap into Jared's energy, not a very pleasant energy to tap into. The health, um, the throat doesn't really come up too strongly. So I'm not feeling like black sickness around him. I think that they said he had thyroid cancer, but I just pick up on this black cloud coming in, um, with all the stress and worries, like into next year when he has all of his legal issues. I'll throw a couple cards on it. Actually, I'm going to use this deck for Jared. I just pick up more stress. Yes, please hit the thumbs up. I appreciate that. I mean, there's some people like Trump and Barr and Rudy Giuliani, McConnell, Clarence Thomas. I tap into their energy and I feel like disease, illness. When I tap into Jared's, I'm not picking that up so strongly. Yes, we can do an update on the midterms, Lynn. Yeah, I have Sage, Tina. And I do Reiki, so I can clear energy. So I'm not too worried about his energy. Yeah, when I throw cards on him, he's anxious and stressed. I'm not picking anything up about throat. Not to say that he didn't have surgery, but I don't feel like he's extremely sick. Um, yeah, he's very stressed. There's mental conflict going on. Here's that anxiety. He's kind of suffering in silence. Here's him feeling very trapped and restricted. I always said I feel Jared going to jail at some point, and you can see that at the bottom of the reading. He's really just trying to stay out of the spotlight. You know, he's trying to go into hiding and retreat. And the energy crossing him, he's got some bad financial and material changes. This house that he's built so hard, you know, this house that he built, there's changes coming with that. So I feel like that's it's a Trump legacy, and all of their money. It's just going to come crumbling down. I think, especially as we get into next year, we're going to really see a lot of court cases. So I don't know. I'm not picking up anything really strongly with his health. Yes, and this is all for entertainment purposes only. Thank you. Sheila says thyroid cancer is the easiest cancer to cure with surgery. Okay, yeah, because I feel like I'm not getting like anything like major with that. Not to say that surgery isn't major, but I feel like he's okay. Right, Len? Yes. All right. You're also sweet. Thank you so much. All right, let me see what I missed. Debo, I think that having the intention of the Reiki is very important when you have a session. I think that somebody that's a non-believer, they're not going to get that much out of it. They can get some things out of it. I would say that Reiki is very good at least relaxing you, getting you more into a present moment. But if somebody's, I'm assisting when I'm assisting somebody on their healing journey of releasing whatever trauma they've stored up, um, and helping to release with that and replace it with love. So the intention's really important. If somebody's not, if they're kind of skeptical, they're not going to have a lot of benefits from that, I don't think. All right. I think I'm caught up. Well, I've been saying for a while, Joanne, that Truth Social's going down. I said I thought it maybe would last a year. So they had a lot of, I remember hearing, um, it's been a while since I've read on it. I remember there was going to be some lawsuits, and I feel like, there was no money coming in with it. All right. Yeah, colors can be very healing. I see a lot of colors too when I do the Reiki. All right, let's see. So Giselle says, how confident are the GOP that they take back the House and Senate? Well, I think that they're trying to be hopeful, but I don't see, I think as we get closer and things really, crap really starts hitting the fan, um, that confidence is going to be broken. But there's already the signs. They're seeing the signs that it's very likely that they're not having a red wave. They think that they still might get it, at least the House. But as we get closer to November, like 2 months away, things are really going to start picking up. Something really big this month. So thank you so much, Viviani. Hey, Kevin, how are you? Yeah, we can. I was just. We'll go into this one next. Um, Liz Truss, the new UK Prime Minister. You know, I hadn't really heard about her until today. I saw her in the news briefly. I don't get the feeling that she's going to be in there very long. Um, yeah, I'm not feeling her having. I remember I felt that the Conservatives were going to lose and the Liberal Party was going to end up taking over. I'm not really all that familiar with the UK and how they do their elections or when the next election is. Um, but I don't see her. I feel like people are bored. Will be bored with her. I mean, I don't really see her as a really strong personality. But I also don't feel like she's quite as polarizing as Boris Johnson either. So, not to say that she feels very wishy washy to me. I'll throw a couple cards on her just so we can see. Let's see. No, is she a Cheeto head wannabe? I mean, Boris is just really out there and crazy. I don't think that she's going to stay in power for very long. That's just my feeling. Oh, she switched part eight. She feels very wishy washy. She's got the tower crossing her, you guys. I wouldn't worry about her. It's interesting because I have a male energy crossing her. I don't think it's Boris's either. I think that I don't think she's going to be in there for very long, and I think a male will replace her. I don't, like I said, I'm not entirely sure of how their politics works or when their next election is, but she's got the tower right now, crossed by this King of Cups. She's got a big mess to clean up, but I also feel like this is her tower crumbling. It could be a big mess to clean up from Boris, but yeah, she's got a lot of stresses, a lot of burdens placed upon her. Um, you know, with the Six of Swords, it can be turbulent waters, but things smoothing out. So, like I said, I feel like she's not going to be quite as out there as Boris. She's a little bit more calmer energy. But yeah, she's got a lot of defending, and then I feel male coming in, but she's definitely has a big mess to clean up. And I get too that she was given money in her past, so maybe that's part of this tower that's coming out. Yeah. All right. Yeah, I kind of said this earlier. Will Garland wait till after midterms to prosecute anyone? Maybe to prosecute, but I feel indictments coming very soon for a lot of people. Garland's not. I feel like he's been calm, and slow, methodical throughout this process for the last like 2 years, but he's got his evidence lined up and he's ready to act on it. I don't think Palin's going to win her second election. I'll throw a couple cards. I got a big list already, you guys, so try to get to everybody's questions. But thank you for sending them. Oh yeah, he's furious. And when I tap into Garland's energy right now, before he was very slow and methodical, there's a sense of urgency here. Oh, and I was gonna say too, another hit I was getting when I think Biden was speaking, calling Trump out last week, maybe last week he was in PA or Philadelphia, I think, and calling the MAGA Republicans and Trump dangerous for democracy, and I think that really is like, I think he was putting it out there because Garland's getting ready to act very soon. I was getting that hit. But yeah, Garland is very furious. Yeah, I get before, like I said in the past, he was trying to be, well, he is very fair, but he was getting all of that evidence in order. But right now, yeah, he's on the attack. He is on the attack. He tried working with people before. Nobody wanted to comply with him. He's done with that. He is going on the attack. He's got the bird of paradise on his shoulders. So I think he's got a lot of evidence. This is evidence, probably even maybe documents of money transfers to people. Yeah, he's going after them. Here's them losing that battle. He's went inside and really thought about this very hardly, but I think he's decided that he has to act on it. Here's him marching forward. it's like he's marching into battle. He's not messing around. Yeah, because it's dangerous what they did. I get my Russia card. Russia causing a lot of burdens, probably because of those documents given to him. I just get an overwhelming sense of urgency. They want to get this done, and call out these MAGA Republicans and Trump, and really kind of turn the page on this chapter of our history. Oh yeah, he's a Scorpio. He's not messing around. He's got everything he needs. I wouldn't even be surprised if he tries going after them before midterms. At least Trump. Trump's not running for office. I don't see him waiting till afterwards. I don't. All right. Oh, it was Linda that saw that. Yeah, I said that a couple months ago. I've said it a few times. I saw Trump in handcuffs right after the Mar-a-Lago raid. I talked about it a few times. Right, we've all had enough. Yep. Well, funny enough, Teresa, that's definitely their plan. Um, but I think that Trump especially is being watched so closely. I actually felt like when he was handcuffed, he might have been trying to flee, and because he's being watched, that's why he was arrested. Now, I don't think that he's arrested for a long period of time. He will get out, probably be watched very closely. I would imagine, but yeah, he's being watched. He's not going to be allowed to go flee to another country. That's not going to happen. I feel it's going to be soon, but timing's always hard, you guys. Things change and install it. Yeah, I feel like the January 6th, they will probably do hearings more probably towards the end of the month, and probably not be good news, but I feel like this is bigger than January 6th, Susie. I actually wouldn't be surprised if it's when I saw Trump being arrested. It feels huge. Something next week, but it's not going to be a good week for Republicans and Trump. A good month. Trump's really got no more good days left. He can try to delay things like he always does. He's not going to be successful. But yeah, I definitely see more stuff coming out of January 6th. Yeah, it's going to take a while. After people are indicted, it's going to take a while for the trial and then the hearings and all of that. So that's why I was saying I feel like next year we're going to really start to see a lot, but it takes time to get those court cases and hearings all together. Yeah, I kind of touched on this one already. I don't know. I feel like Garland's going to say that she doesn't have. Um, I feel like he's going to do something in D.C. I'm not really 100% how the legal process works or what he can do, but I feel like he's going to try to do something in D.C. or maybe file charges of Trump in D.C. because I don't see the whole purpose is to slow things down. That's Trump's goal. This judge is working for Trump. It's my guys tell me it's not going to work. So Garland is not stopping. I mean, it could be appealed to D.C. circuit courts or something like that. Um, I'm not entirely sure, but I feel like this judge, she's going to be irrelevant again here soon. Um, Probably not residing over this anymore. Oh, a lot of people will be indicted, Pamela, but it's going to take time. I'm not sure how it's going to all come out. I feel Trump's going to be indicted here soon. Then you're going to have a lot of people indicted for January 6th. A lot of the congressional people that were, giving tours or, in the plans of that. And a lot of people around Trump. Yes, please hit the thumbs up. I don't feel that, Jay Roberts. I think it's the espionage, Nirva. I think that's why it's so urgent with Garland, but obstruction too. Um, yeah, I think the espionage stuff is why the DOJ is acting so quickly. They're concerned. Yeah, we'll look at DeJoy. I see him leaving. I thought he would have been gone by now, but like I said, we tap into the energy of things. Sometimes things delay them. Sometimes the energies change, but he's definitely leaving. I'm telling you guys, DeJoy is leaving. Oh yeah. So many good questions. I'm trying to keep up, you guys. Well, like I said, I've never felt Trump in jail, but I also don't feel like Trump has a lot of time left on this planet, and I feel like he's locked in some kind of facility, probably because he's such a danger. He's such a danger and such a risk. And his health really is going down too. But I've always felt like some kind of medical facilities where he's locked down until he passes. I've always felt like I feel like death is always kind of hard to predict, but I've always felt like it's sometime next year or the following year. Hi Janet, how are you doing? Yes, they need to shut Cheeto up. That's why he'll be locked down. All right, let's see. I've read on this before, Nirva, but I'll look at it again. I unfortunately feel like it's going to be Sarah Huckabee Sanders, but I'll throw some cards on it. I had a client that wanted me to read this race a while ago. Thank you, Christy. Yeah, I love working with Deanne and everybody else. For me, I think being a little bit more introverted, um, and with sometimes I have a hard time really focusing or like really communicating. But I think it's more of a comfort thing for me. So I'm really trying to push myself to do more solos. So I'm glad that everybody's liking that. But like I said, I love Deanne and Mel, and we're going to continue to do stuff. I'm just going to try to fit in some more solo stuff. Thank you so much, Janet. Yes, I have that question, Cheryl. Thank you, Depo. Thank you. Yeah, you guys, I think it's going to be Sarah Huckabee. I'm sorry. I mean, I think that a lot of these races are going to be very competitive. Thank you so much, Joanne. A lot of these races between now and midterms are really going to start to get more competitive, but Arkansas, I don't feel like is one of them. But I have in the card, I threw on Sarah Huckabee, and I feel like she's going to get it. It's not about being confident. It's about getting out of my own comfort zone, I think. I think that's really important. Yeah, I feel like there is some scandal coming in with Huckabee, Sarah Huckabee. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm getting a no that she's not going to serve all 4 years. I feel like there is a big scandal coming out, probably with her, connection with Trump. You're all so sweet. Thank you. Yeah, a lot of people keep on asking about Ginny Thomas. I do think that she will have to appear. Let's see if she gets subpoenaed, though. I'm feeling that she will be subpoenaed. I definitely see her appearing. Well, like I said, too, the Republican Party is going to really have a hard time the next few elections. We're starting to see it now, but more so after midterms. You're really going to see the Republican Party fracture into two groups. You're going to see all the MAGA fascist crazies on one side, and then more sane Republicans on the other. They're going to realize that having Trump as their leader is they're not going to be able to win elections. It should have been an easy victory for them this midterm season, and they lose. So it's really going to fracture their party and handicap them in the future. Oh, hey, Jane. How are you doing? All right. Let's look at Ginny. Yeah, they're going to indict Ginny. I had this Ace of Wands come out. That's an indictment. Ooh. Yeah, not looking good for Ginny. She's going to regret she's going to regret what she did. She's coming in. She feels like she's so strong. She's the emperor. Here's the energy starting to move with the Knight of Wands. Here's my definite yes. She's going to have to appear. She'll be indicted or subpoenaed. I'm sorry. All to do about the money that was given. And then here soon we have the Tower coming up for Ginny, and a lot of burdens. Something to do with overseas too. Connections overseas, dark money overseas. That is all going to be revealed. Yeah, it's not going to be good for Ginny. She's going to wish she could have retreated in the past and not got herself into this mess. When I read on it before too, I felt like I don't feel like her husband's going to be around much longer because I saw her mourning the death of a male for entertainment purposes only. And it's just really being really ugly for her. Yep, money, money, money. Thank you so much, Pamela. Oh, I'm sure she'll plead the fifth. It's not going to work. They have a lot of evidence already. Yeah, they deserve each other. All right. I read on that last week, Beverly. As we get probably next month, I'm going to probably just focus on midterms election races. You know, the energy is always changing. It's really hard to predict a lot of these really competitive races. When I read on it last week, I felt like DeWine was going to win. I feel like Tim Ryan has a chance, but I think that Nan Whaley is going to have some issues against DeWine. But yeah, I think probably next month, that's probably all we're going to be doing is election readings. We got to get close enough to the energy of those races. Things change so quickly in these races. But my guides did say Ohio would be back to more of a purplish blue state, and not so red. And I think they were showing me the number 2. So either 2 years or 2 election cycles. So like 2 4 years. Yeah, I'll need extra sage. All right, let's take a look at midterms. I feel like right now, the energy sits right now. I feel like the House is really, really close. It's like teetering back and forth. But before, my guides had showed me that Democrats would win. And I still feel like they're going to win the House. It's going to be very close. With the Senate, I feel quite a few gains. I felt before like 4 to 6. I feel as the energies right now, it's 4, but the possibility up to 6 wins for Democrats. Yeah. And you know what, too? Like the energy always changes. So let's be positive. And, you know, you can even imagine that person winning, you know, Nan Whaley. I hope she gets elected, too. I don't see Indiana being close to purple for a while, Jane. Yes, we had to manifest it. Let's be positive. Yeah, I have that. I will look at the Florida Senate race. Thank you. I'm just going to throw on Democrats and the energy around them around midterms. I feel very strongly that Democrats are going to take both because I do feel like the energy, there's a lot of them saying that they cheated. You know, the Republicans saying Democrats cheated. A lot of things trying to go to court. I see a lot of chaos after the elections that a lot of these Republicans, MAGA people try. I see it being very, very hard. All right. Oh, wow. Yeah, I get Democrats are still going to win. We are all going to be cheering and celebrating. You know, it's going to be more of the last 2 years, but I feel gains even more so. We have the temperance, so like it's like there's gains, but I feel like with this, it's the House is going to be close. I feel. But yeah, this is something that is meant to happen at this time. Like I've been saying for a long time, we're on a new beginning with these Democrats. I feel like we're going to actually be able to get rid of the filibuster, adjust that, actually get stuff passed. And yeah, here's the here's them winning. It's it's a deal that the American people picked. So it looks very good for Democrats, but we have to worry about them trying to cheat. Well, hi, D Rose. I feel like Clarence Thomas will end up resigning, Teresa. Yeah, I just read on it. I do feel like Biden will run for a second term. I don't think he'll finish that second term. I feel Kamala will come in. But Biden's energy does feel really kind of tired. I definitely feel Kamala will come in. But I just read on it a few weeks ago. I felt like the plan is to still to run for 2024, and I felt him winning for sure. I think it would be, not to say, I feel like a lot of people really don't like Kamala at the moment anyway. I mean, I'm a fan of Kamala. I think she's very, very bright, but a lot of people that I've talked to, they don't really know her. They don't trust her. Yes, Rovember. Absolutely, Mimi Rose. I mean, but these red states, then there's not going to be that big of a drastic change that these red states all turn blue too. So I'm with you. I think that they should all turn blue, but the country's very um, polarized. On both sides, that divisiveness. Yep, we have to all make sure that we vote. Yes, I've said that, Elector Storm. I do feel like voter rights are going to get passed, and these states aren't going to be able to gerrymander um, their maps like they have been, and they're not going to be able to do stuff like remove people from their registration and make them re-register. You know, this crap about you can't even bring a bottle of water to your voting place. You know, these big cities that are democratic, they only put one or two polling places in there for you to vote, so that people have like they're waiting in line for 6-7 hours. It's ridiculous. I see a lot of that changing. Absolutely. No, you're sweet, Janice. Thank you. All right. Let's see. Yeah, I'll throw some cards on her. Phoenix says, will the American Bar Association respond in any way to Judge Eileen Cannon's handling of the special master case? Yeah, I feel like she's like, this is definitely going to be very frowned upon on her, doing this. We'll see if there's any repercussions of it. My guys just said, yes, there are repercussions for her. Yeah, I think Kamala is going to come more in the public eye and really kind of take charge. It might even be after midterms. But a lot of times we really don't see much from the vice president either. I get at some point, people will vote her in because I've always felt like she would run and Pete Buttigieg would be Kamala's VP's choice. I see. That makes sense. Yeah. Well, it's not looking good for this judge, you guys. She's definitely very burdened by something, and it's going to create a negative judgment. Well, I think we're already seeing the negative judgment against her. She really doesn't have the authority to say what she did. So, yeah, there's more coming out. And I feel like with this Ten of Cups, it has to do with like the Federalist Society that she's a part of too. Yeah, we have discontentment, not a whole lot going on, and then here comes that big change, and she's going to have to retreat. So I don't think she's going to stay in that position for very long. And I do feel like there's a lot of harsh judgment on her, rightfully so. Paula, I feel like it's going to be after the midterms. I do feel some kind of check, but I feel like it might happen after midterms. Yeah, well, yeah. Oh, I mean, don't get me wrong, you guys. I'm not trashing Kamala. I like Kamala, and I do think that she's going to be our first woman, African American woman president. I think she's going to be great. I'm just saying, the way that she's portrayed, I don't think a lot of people find favorably. I think a lot of people don't really know her and they don't really trust her. All right, let's see. All right, let's look right now. This one's going to be close, you guys. I've always, Tina, I'm getting a lot of questions. I probably missed it. You can resend it and I'll try to get to it. All right, let's look at the Florida Senate race. Well, thank you, Paulette. In my third eye, I keep seeing Val. But I've told you guys before, I feel like there's going to be a lot of cheating in Texas and in Florida. And Republicans are playing dirty in those states, just outright cheating. Yeah, as of right now, you guys, I feel like it's going to be Val Demings because I feel like women celebrating and our wishes coming true in Florida. But here's the thing, too. It's going to be a fight. But yes, people love Val Demings. That's the new start for her. She speaks her truth, but people, I think a lot of people in Florida really do like Val Demings. Um, and I feel like women are. This was at the beginning of the read. I feel like women really come out to vote. Here's their vote, crossing it. But here's the Knight of Swords too. So you know, people charging ahead, not really thinking things through. This with that defending, I feel like it is going to be quite a battle. But I get that a man's out in the cold, so I feel like it's going to be Val. But we have to all make sure that we go out and vote, and just know that they're going to be trying stuff in that state. Yeah, I'm sure it will get taken to court. Absolutely. All right. All right. So I'm going to only do a couple more questions, you guys. So I don't think that Trump's lawyers get to put somebody up for this special master, do they? I don't know. I'm not getting anybody specifically that's really coming into mind for that. Like I said, though, too, I feel like this judge, she's not gonna. I feel like she's gonna be irrelevant here soon. I feel like they're gonna go to DC and do something. But I'm not picking up. I'm not picking up a specific person that they pick. I'm sorry, Tina. Oh, they can recommend them. Yeah, I don't think they get to pick them. Oh, well, that's great, Carrie. Yeah, I just read on that, Sandra. I feel like after midterms, I'm not feeling a huge stimulus check. I'm feeling something, but all right, let's see. I read on this before. I definitely felt Palin was going to lose, but the guy was coming up on the cards before that special election. But I think what it was is it was he was. I was feeling that the guy was going to win that was running against Palin, the other Republican. But I think his voters went for the I don't remember her name, the Democrat. So I think that's why I was just misreading the cards a little bit when I read on that before. But I don't feel she's not gonna win. I'm gonna throw a couple cards on it, but I'm not picking that up. Would it still be the ranked choice voting? Because this was to fill a seat now, wasn't it? Where Palin lost, so she would try to run again. Right, Jane. Oh no, I get no, definite no. She won't win in November, you guys. Oh, you're welcome, Nikki. Mary Patola, thank you. Yeah, she doesn't have very good cards for her November. Here's her crying over her spilt milk, turning her back away on the running. She fails epically, falls face first down. Secrets coming out about her ties with the devil. No, it's not looking very good for Palin in November. I don't know if it would still be the ring choice if like all three people running would be up again, but I don't feel Thank you, Joanne. Thank you, Jane. Yeah, hit the thumbs up. It really helps get my videos out there, you guys. I would appreciate that. Sweeting darling Lulu says, "Will DeJoy mess with the midterms?" I'm not feeling that he's able to, but I've also felt DeJoy leaving too. So I'll throw some cards on DeJoy. I've run on it time and time again. And I feel like he leaves every time, but yeah, DeJoy needs to be gone. It creeps. Oh no, he's going, you guys. You know, as I was tapping in, November was coming up, so maybe in November he ends up leaving. I think that I'm not really sure how, because I know Biden can't go about um, removing him. I think that I think the other officers for the post office need to go in. He's feeling stabbed in the heart, betrayed. Here's that defeatedness with the Ten of Swords, feeling backstabbed, and then his ass is out in the cold. He is out of there. Here's him leaving. And then we have the Tower coming up for DeJoy. So, yeah, it's not looking very good for DeJoy. I've always felt him out, and I do feel like with that Tower, there is going to be more investigations and, you know, delaying the votes for 2020. DeJoy is not going to have it easy and just be able to go into hiding and nobody hears from him again. No. He's going to have to answer for what he did. Yeah, he's definitely leaving. It's not very good cards. And I just had the Judgment card pop out, so. Yeah, I know. It's confusing how it all works. That's what I'm saying. It makes it hard to Yeah, but November was coming up, so it doesn't feel like it's too far out, but I wish I felt like he should have been gone already. I felt like he was going to leave in the spring, but I mean, we're coming into fall now, so. Jamie says, will Evan McMullin win against Mike Lee in Utah? Probably Mm. I'm gonna probably wrap it up after this question, you guys. I might do one more. Um, I actually feel kind of good about Evan McMullin. I know he's not a Democrat, but I think he'll get Democratic support. I'm getting a slight yes, but it was going like maybe too. So I feel like that one will be close, but right now it's leaning towards yes. Mike Lee is awful. So I mean, Evan McMullin really is a Republican, Jamie. But but yeah, Mike Lee is just terrible. I keep on reading. The last couple of times I've read for Beto, I've gotten great cards for him. I've always felt Beto. I get senator. I feel like he should have probably won against Ted Cruz, but I feel at some point Beto will probably be a senator in the future. That doesn't mean he doesn't win this election, but I get that. Like I said, Florida and Texas especially. I'm also getting a pull to Arizona, Georgia. Those they're going to try to cheat in these states. They're going to take um, these midterm election results to court. They're going to try, they're going to stomp their feet about it. They're going to do anything that they can to cause chaos. Yes, and I felt even like the last election, I felt that Texas was coming in purple, but I was feeling like it should have been blue, and I think it went red by like 5, 6 points. So yes, I agree. He is better than Mike Lee. Yes. All right. Now, did I answer that question? What was it again? Oh yeah, I did. So I read that. Yeah, Jane, I'm kind of worried about the election workers. I feel like they're going to be safe, but I just feel so much chaos after these midterm elections. Like November and December just feels like all these crazy MAGA Republicans just, trying to intimidate everybody and protest. I think it's going to be really ugly after midterms. But then I think into next year things really start to calm down, and we're all happy because we're keeping the House and the even major gains in the Senate where we can actually do something about the filibuster. You know, get Manchin and Sinema lose all that power to obstruct everything. But yeah, I mean, we do have to. Let's all ask for the most benevolent outcomes for these elections and all of these poll workers, because I do feel like it's going to be ugly after the voting, even up before, maybe even in October, when they start seeing that it's not going to look good for Republicans. Yes, they will codify Roe v. Wade. I feel that very strongly, Jane. Yeah, I mean, these people are just going to throw a fit. That's all they know how to do. They're like entitled Karens. No offense to anybody named Karen that's watching. I'm sure that you're very sweet. All right, you guys. Let's see. I have one more. I think that was a special election, Lisa. I think the congressperson from Alaska passed away, so they did an election to fill his seat, and then they will be up again in November. Um, this is the Psychic Tarot Oracle. I like using these for they have chakra cards, but they don't have the like the pages, knights, kings, or queens in this deck. They have the major arcana and then the rest of them, but it also has chakra cards too. So I like using this if I'm tapping into somebody's energy. I can see if there's maybe a block. I like to use that with like, you know, if people do health readings. I don't normally do that on YouTube. This one, let me see. This one is the Mythic Tarot. I was reading out of this one a lot, and so we got some reversals. Yeah, the one like with these ones like being out in the cold. I like these ones a lot. Mythic Tarot. I have my Morgan Greer deck here. I don't know if I've used this one much today. This is the Arcanum deck. I'll tease that one. And the deck of oppositions I like using for political, because I don't typically read with reversals, but these ones are, you know, the reversals are normally pretty dark. You know, it's a little bit brighter up on top, but I think it's a wonderful deck to use against some of these awful Republicans. All right. Let me just see if I missed anything. Yes, let's all send protection for all the poll workers. All right, everybody, I'm going to wrap up today. Please hit the thumbs up if you haven't and subscribe. Let me look at my notes real quick. If anybody's interested in a Reiki session or readings, you can email me at kevinlovingvibrations@gmail.com, or you can call or text. Let me pull up the number. I don't hardly ever use it. So you can call or text 440-376-4088. I do have a couple openings this week and some next week. Also, if you're interested, consider becoming a member. With those, I try to do weekly live streams. We get more into the personal readings, but we can do political. I've been doing like pick a pile weekly energy reads, doing that weekly for like 3 different groups. So you pick whatever pile resonates with you. And then I do offer discounts on my readings in Reiki if you're a member, 10%. And I am doing a monthly drawing for a free Reiki or reading, if anybody's interested in that. I haven't talked to Mel. Last week, I was supposed to do something with Mel. He wasn't feeling great. So I'm assuming the plan is to work with Mel on Thursday. Not sure whose channel yet. And then Deanne will be joining me next Tuesday for my show. All right. Well, thank you all so much for all the love and support. And I will see you all really soon, okay? Take care. Bye. Oh, I saw I got a super. Thank you so much, Vicky. I really appreciate that. Bye, everyone.